Hey, if I'm on your FYP, congratulations. I'm your new tia. I'm fixing to show you how to make some empanadas de carne molida y papa. These are my credentials. So hit that follow button and come on, let's go. For my masa, I'm using 2 cups of flour, and it's just all-purpose flour, not anything special. Add in about half a teaspoon of baking powder and then about half a teaspoon of salt. Then just give this a quick mix. After that's mixed up really good, add in half a stick of butter and just crumble that in there. You want to crumble this until it feels like wet sand. Now we're going to add in our water. I've got 1.5 cups of hot water right here. How hot? I don't know. I microwaved it for about 1.5 minutes. It's not boiling hot and I can still touch it, but it is hot. I'm just going to add that little by little. I'm not going to use it all. And then just throw your masa in there and start to mix that around. Once you get to about this consistency, add water about 1 tablespoon at a time. In total, I used about 3/4 cups of water. Then you just want to knead this until your hands come out clean. Scrape the sides of your bowl, get all the extra flour that's sticking around, and then just knead this for about 7 to 10 minutes. This is what I mean by knead until your hand comes out clean. You still have a little bit of masa, just a little bit, but it's not sticky. After you've kneaded your masa for about 10 minutes, cover it up with plastic wrap. You want to make sure that there's no air touching this. You kind of want it to sweat just a little bit. You want to let this rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. While this is resting, I'm going to go make the filling for the empanadas. Go ahead and peel 2 medium-sized russet potatoes. After you've peeled your potatoes, go ahead and dice those up into small pieces. You want pieces about that size. Then just give these a quick rinse and dry them off with a towel. After you've washed and dried your potatoes, dice up half of an onion. You can use whatever type of onion you want. I'm using a white onion, but you can use a purple onion, yellow onion, whatever type. It doesn't matter. If you don't like onion, you can leave this out. Grab your pendeja beater and start heating that up on medium-high heat. While that's heating up, add in just a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use whatever you want. Once your oil is hot, go ahead and add your potatoes in there. And then just let these fry up for a little bit. Once your potatoes have started to get a little bit golden on the outside, go ahead and add your onion. And then just give this a quick mix. Let that cook until your onion becomes translucent. Now grab your cutting board and sprinkle just a little bit of flour on top. Then get your masa and just roll that out a little bit. You want to separate this into 12 equal pieces. Then just roll these little dough balls until they're smooth. We're making our tostales. After everything's been rolled, add it back into your bowl and cover it back up with that plastic wrap. You want to let it sit for another 5 to 10 minutes. I let mine cook just a little bit too long because I was making my tostales and then I had to move all of my camera equipment over here. But you can just pretend like that's not charred like it is. Once that's cooked, I'm going to add in 2 pounds of ground beef. The fat content for this is 80-20. And then just start breaking that up. While this is cooking, I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of onion powder. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of ground comino or ground cumin. And then I'm going to add in just a little bit of oregano, about a teaspoon. Then just mix this up and let it continue to cook. After your meat is fully cooked and it looks like this, go ahead and strain the grease. Drain the grease. Drain the grease with a strainer. Same shit. After you've drained your grease, we're going to add in 1 can of tomato sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of water in my can, swirl it around, and then pour that in there. I'll be right back. That was about 1/4 of this. Then just mix that around together. Once that's mixed up really well, turn your heat off. Now we're going to start rolling out the masa for our empanadas. That's about how big you want it. Then you just want to set this to the side and roll out the rest. After all your masa is rolled out, get your pendeja beater 10,000 and start heating that up. While that's heating up, we're going to add in a little bit of oil. I'm using vegetable oil, but you can use whatever you want to fry these up. You want it to be about 1/4 inch deep. Grab one of your empanada shells and put a little bit of meat on one side of that. In total, that's about 1/4 cup of meat. Then you want to add a pinch of your favorite cheese mix to this. Then grab one of your ends and fold it over and just push that down into place. If your masa tears a little bit, it's okay. It's no big deal. I like to fold my ends over. Then once that's been pushed down, go over it with the fork and that will definitely secure it in place. Do this for the rest of your empanadas. At this point, your oil should be really hot. We're gonna go ahead and drop this in. You wanna do this carefully and don't drop it, just place it in. Poor choice of words on my part. Place that in there slowly. Do this 2 at a time as to not overcrowd your pan. After about 30 seconds of frying on one side, go ahead and flip your empanada. It should look golden brown, just like that. Allow these to fry up for another 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, drain the excess grease. Then just lay these on a plate that's been lined with paper towels. Start on your next batch until you've ran through all of the empanadas that you made. With this recipe, I was able to get 12 empanadas. Let me know if you try it. I'm gonna take a bite. Look. Let's take a bite. That is so good. If you try this, let me know. I'm gonna go eat. And I'm taking my plate with me this time.